do a pause B stance body weight hip thrust. You'll start in your normal hip thrust position, so with a bench 12 to 14 inches off the ground, or if you don't have that available, just using a regular weight bench is fine. Lower shoulder blades are going to be lined up with the top edge of the bench. Hips are on the floor, and we're going to start off with our feet at hips width wide, and heels are just outside the reach of the fingertips. So when you lift your hips, your working shin should be perpendicular to the floor. So keeping your feet at that hips width space, we're going to go into a B stance. So send your non-working leg out so that your heel lines up with your toe. So in this case, I'm working my right leg. I've got my foot nice and flat, and I'm not using my left leg except for to support about 30% of my body weight, so my heel is lined up with my right toe. So from here, I'm going to go into my hip thrust, keeping the rib cage pressed down. I'm not going to flare and arch my back. Instead, eyes stay looking forward. Abs are nice and tight. I'm lifting and pressing through that right leg. So since this is a pause variation, I'm going to pause at the top of the movement, usually somewhere between 2 and 5 seconds. The longer you hold, the harder it's going to be. So I'm going to lift up and count 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, down, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. And with this variation, do your best not to add any extra pauses elsewhere. So we're trying to emphasize the pause at the top. It can get confusing sometimes for some people, but don't pause at the bottom. Try to think, pause at the top, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, touch down, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, or whatever number you've been assigned. Do all your reps that way on one leg and then repeat on the opposite leg.